I know when it's reggae music, and it's two DJs, that's clashing. So what do rappers do? And then when I found out, like, it's battling, because I was wondering, like, do the way that everybody raps, and like I was a Nas fan, and I was just kind of in love with his creativity and how he put words together in the song. So my whole thing was like, a lot of it sounds confrontational. Like, I listened to Cannabis, and probably Cannabis. Probably it was a Cannabis verse I heard, and your boy said, "I'm so fly, I need a passport just to walk." And I was just like, what? Yeah, the song was called Uniform. So it was Cannabis, Raz Kaz, and Helter Skelter. And it was just like nothing but bars, like between all four people. But when Cannabis said, "I'm so fly, I need a passport just to walk," I'm just like, all right, there's got to be some kind of combative format that like these guys do. So once somebody broke down to me the aspects of battling, that was just something I easily gravitated towards before battle rap was even at where it's at now. Like, but as far as seeing anybody that would make me say, "Damn, man, I want to jump in that ring." I was living in New York when the Smack DVD era started, so seeing those battles, and it was other stuff before, because like they have Fight Club, I think the New York scene, period, bro. Like, because they have Fight Club before they really had or they had Fight Club around the same time that they had the Smack era. So
Lions Den as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it was that, because I can't even just pinpoint one person or whatever. But I will say, watching Murder Mook, when he first started, I was like, "Yo, this dude is crazy." But then I saw him versus Loaded Lux, the very first one, and I watched it over and over and over, and I'm like, this nigga Lux is crazy. Like,
you know what's crazy for me? Because we used to get like the Smack DVDs over here, innit? Shouts out Wembley Market. They used to always have like the Graham DVDs and the Smack DVDs and stuff. I think one of the first battles I watched was T-Rex versus Onkasa.
Oh,
and I'm a heavy Dipset fan, so I hated T-Rex until about last year. If I'm perfect,
right?
I refused to. I couldn't like it. I just didn't like it, bro. Like what you doing to Uncasa, bro? Like, you can't do that to him, man. Can't just pull up and smoke my guy. Like, what you doing?
No, he was smoking on Uncasa. He was smoking on.
He smoked him. He smoked him. I hated him for it, bro. And then when Murder Mook used to come out talking about Cassidy, I'm a heavy Cassidy fan. So straight away, I'm like, you're an art, bro. I ain't listening to you. So I started listening to Mook probably like 2017, 2018. Like, I really tapped in. You know what I mean? Because I just refused to. Like, why are you dissing Cassidy? You're not better than Cassidy. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I weren't trying to hear nothing.
Bro, I heard that Jay Mills, before I saw the actual battle on the DVD, I heard the Jay Mills and Murder Mook audio first. And then I was just like, I think it was the first round for both of them, and I was just like, okay, you know what? Like, I knew the Smack DVDs was like hot on the streets, and I wasn't like really. I knew about it, but I wasn't watching it. But that made me go and pick up the DVD. That made me go. I was like, I never
seen J.R. Writer and J Mills. Like, they kind of advertised it like a battle, but it didn't seem like a battle to me. It seemed like they were just going back to back. You know what I mean?
I never saw that.
That was crazy. I was very familiar with J Mills, but I found J.R. Writer on the Smack DVD. I can quote one of his verses on there, like bar for bar to this day, bruv. Like,
yeah, you know what I really remember before all of this though? It was the Blaze battles. Shit, man. Like, you have the Blaze battles, right? And the Blaze battles is where pretty much half the team. You're familiar with Team Army, obviously, right?
Yeah, we're familiar.
Yeah, so this is the circuit that a lot of those guys came from. So like Swave, PH, you can go look it up. Like the Blaze battles, they even had a magazine. So like I remember like reading the magazines because they had Blaze magazine, right? And they would post the bars from the battle in the magazine. And I just remember reading the like actual bars, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could go and see this shit in person. And then they actually put the Blaze Battle Tournament up on HBO. So I remember this is back in VHS days. I actually went and videotaped that Like, you know what I mean? And I would watch that shit over and over again, bro. And then once the DVD came out years later, I got that. I got the Fight Club DVD. Because even with the Fight Club era, living in New York, you had to be specially invited. You couldn't just pull up. You know what I mean? Like, so these guys would show up at an undisclosed location, and it would get talked about on Hot 97 during the morning show, like, the next day. But, like, you have to know somebody to even go to, like, a Fight Club event. You know what I mean? And this is where Serious Jones and Murder Mook and a lot of stars in battle rap that you see now were, like, from, like, O-Red was at Fight Club. Cortez was at Fight Club. Math was at Fight Club. You know what I mean? So that platform itself, right there, like, you know what I mean? It's a pretty legendary shit. Hitman Holla, like they went to St. Louis and
Boy Cow as well. He was on Fight Club, right?
Yeah. So like, there's just so many platforms, bro, that like was out that kind of got me in tune with where the culture went to. You know what I mean? But I was always kind of like into the combative aspect of like just bars or whatever. And then even when I decided to do what I was gonna do, one of my friends from here, who was a local rapper himself, he was just like, "Oh, that's your lane." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "You already have like battle ready type bars anyway, so it's just a matter of converting them to this kind of format." You know
facts. Wax, what's good, my bro?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually very fascinated what Prof said, because it has very similarities to the old school UK days. Like, yeah, like we all wanted to watch being Lord of the Mics. We all wanted to watch Lord of the Mics, but you couldn't get hold of Lord of the Mics. You had to be special for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I was all day trying to line my Skepta Devilman till like I was fucking 22, all that shit.
Swear you never got the bootlegs.
Bro, the bootlegs. My shit, but every time you had the shitty.
To be fair, you probably could have bootlegged that in East, bro. That would have been crazy.
To the wish I was in that clash. That clash was classic. Gentleman, Skepta, Double O, fucking Rage, and for the guy. You know what I'm saying? So it was actually fascinating hearing Prof speak and how a lot of similarities between UK and US, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, I think a lot of the Americans tend to think there's no similarities, but there definitely is, man.
I always just knew there was, though, like, because my whole thing was just like, you know what? I'm from another country, and I can decipher, like, what's good lyrical content, and you know what I mean? And, you know, like, I gravitate to that. So, you know, it has to be the same in other places. You know what I mean? And that's just my logic thinking. Like, it has to be the same in other places. So I know, I just knew deep down, okay, there's probably a scene in the UK, and there's probably people over there spitting fire that's on the same level as everybody in the US. So I never slept on the UK at all. Like, I just felt like I needed to know. You know what I mean? I needed a window to that. You know what I mean? So,
we got another guest want to come up, quiet as kept. See what you got to say. Yo, bro, how you doing, bro? I thank you for pulling up. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's good? My name is Quiet out of Brooklyn, man. This is my first time on here, just getting this.
Salute, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. You rap,
I have a production company. I have 2 artists out here in Brooklyn.
Okay, everyone follow up Quiet, man. We definitely want to tap in with that, man. Do you want to tell us a bit more about your production company?
Yeah, just give me 5 minutes. I'm here in the studio right now, multitasking, so I'll get right back on with you.
Crazy. That's work, man. No problem, man. Love, salute, man. Salute. Yeah, that's what it's about, man. See what I'm saying? Everyone just pop up and come promo what you got going on. You could make some links. You get me? You got a guy here with a whole production company.
I think this is so much in, bro, though. Like, for real. Like, the whole concept of creating a bridge and, like, getting us all in one spot and actually interacting with each other. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's it, man. The floor is you guys, man. I just feel the gaps when it gets quiet. We'll just try and pose a conversation to keep it going. But the floor's for everyone, man.
Yeah.
You know what? One question for everyone, yeah, it's for everybody. What was your first rap CD that you ever bought?
Easy for me. Mine's Tupac, All Eyes on Me.
Man,
I swear.
I'm trying to remember the first one I ever bought.
With the remastered.